Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into Libra Sun, Libra Moon, and also Libra Rising weekly general tarot reading August 9th up until August 15th, 2021. And in this video rather, I'm going to use the elemental dignities technique, which is going to allow me to read tarot cards in pairs, even in triples, as I do demonstrate into my daily videos at my Facebook page. And if you're interested into it, you can give me an inquiry to my Facebook page or simply send me an email. Right now, the course it's on a sale, and it's accompanied as well with a PDF handbook. Additionally to it, should you be interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below, and there you're going to see a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. And finally, if you do enjoy the content and you want to keep up with our weekly uploads, make sure you do subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. So with that being set aside, moving to the Libra general reading of the week. Now the first card, and can you see the cards? Yeah, all right. Because there is a glare and I don't want to, yeah, so you can't. The first card, that is going to be the Three of Cups, followed by the second prime card, that is going to be the Ten of Pentacles. Moving next with the third one here, that is going to be the Tower card. And then the last prime card, there are going to be four more cards into the spread. That will be the Three of Wands. And I'm very curious, to be honest, to see the catalyst of the Tower, aka the additional card that I'm going to draw into it. Once more, the cards. Okay, so those are the cards. It is because usually Tower, or the Tower card, it is accepted into the tarot community as a very bad card, right? But that's not really true. I mean, yeah, it is true that Tower puts you in very unpleasant circumstances, quite unpleasant symptoms even, you know, it puts you in situations where you are not used to. You have to, it's not even adapt, it's more like you have to just transform with it. But here, as a follow-up, as we do have the Three of Wands, things are going to be very growing and very nurturing for you, even though you may have to, from the middle of the week for the next couple of days, you may have to go through some rather unpleasant circumstances. Other than that, the week looks rather good, especially if you are planning to make certain certain investments, which could be financial investments, which could be as well trust investments also, because if you do decide to give your trust to somebody, that is an investment, at least in my book. And there are going to be some results right at the start of the week that you are going to enjoy. So let's jump straight away into scrutinizing the reading. And the first card, which is the Three of Cups, is going to be catalyzed with the Hermit. Very, very strong elemental dignity. These are a passive friends, and they pretty much speak about the long-awaited results that are going to come to you, or that are going to be manifested in your environment. And those results as well are highly likely to be results of support. Say you have waited for a certain support to come your way, and finally that support came about. You have waited somebody to agree with you or to give you an approval. Again, that result comes about. You have your approval and you can move forward. But also, it's very likely with this elemental dignity, some kind of an emotional connection in between people. And it is because it is a Three of Cups, it doesn't have to be necessarily a love emotional connection. It could be an emotional connection in between a mother and her children, or it could be an emotional connection in between a person you have in your life and your children, all right? So very strong emotional connection is going to develop. It could be as well love, emotional connection, but because it's the Three of Cups, I can't guarantee for it. In any case, that emotional connection will become very, very strong, and at some point it will be the only thing that really matters. But regardless of what kind of results you are to receive or manifest at the start of the week, because you have already, I can't say accomplished, because you have already accomplished them. I mean, you have done the hard work, right? Right now, it's just the results that are waited for. And these results are going to come at the start of this week. And they are going to, how can I say, they're going to define a further direction for you. These are a very substantial things which are happening here. In fact, for some of you, it's going to be the most important thing happening out there. And the best thing about it is that everybody is going to be happy for it. Everybody is going to share your vision, your emotions, and as well will want to support you. And right after that, we are moving to the 10 of Pentacles, which is catalyzed by the Lover's card. And although we do have two very good cards, they do form a passive enemies as a elemental dignity. And literally what it says is the stone has been thrown, all right? Especially with the very first couple of cards we do have here. When you are to embark on that substantial result, substantial support, substantial thing in general that is going to give you a direction, the stone is thrown and you just have to live with it. Although these two cards are divulging that the investment you have decided to make, and again, that could be emotional investment, financial investment, trust investment as well, it's going to worth your while. It's going to pretty much, how can I say, prove itself beneficial. I don't know how to say it in English. The only way you can ruin the whole thing about it is if you do decide to simply, you know, walk away from it, or decide in a favor of a different direction than the one that you have chosen. Another thing about these two cards here is that it will be very difficult for you, Libra, to maintain your independence. That is quite unfortunate. I always love to be independent, but for you, that's not going to be the case, at least not for throughout the week. And that could be as well seen into the very first two cards, which I already said that there will be some kind of an emotional connection in between you and your society, or in between you and your people, or a person that you are in love with. Now, it's very beneficial here with these two cards, the 10 of Pentacles and the Lovers, not to trust blindly. I mean, you may decide to invest your trust, but just don't do it blindly here, because there will be some problems with the harmonious developments, okay? It's just they may be petite problems, but still there will be problems with the harmonious development. And right after that, the Tower card takes place, and now my curiosity is going to be satiated. The catalyst is going to be the 7 of Cups. So we do have a active neutrals, and it is not that big of a deal. It is just the realization that the good things are happening in a slow way. So probably here at the very first half portion of the week, seeing how things are developing well for you in terms of investments and as well in terms of results, you may have thought that you are gonna get over with it or kind of like get the things done very quickly, but that's not exactly going to be the case here with these two cards. It is just there could be some aspects of your endeavor, either career-wise or either relationship-wise, that you have overlooked being what is the word here, being even in ecstasy from the good development at the start of the week. But because they are neutrals, it seems that you are going to quickly kind of like pick up yourself together and overcome these mismatches, if I may say it that way, into your environment. And this to me kind of like reminds, by the way, I'm sorry, they are not neutrals, they are enemies. And that is even stronger than, in a stronger way, realizing that things are not, they're not going to happen as fast as you may think. It's no different now that I think of, it's no different than you do crash into somebody, they crash into you, you plan living together from tomorrow moving forward, but when tomorrow comes about, you do realize that it's not that simple, and it is exactly what those two cards are pointing. However, with the Tower card and the Seven of Cups, these realizations that there are still more things to be accomplished, there are still more things to be not developed but settled down, so to speak. You may kind of like fall into, I don't want to use that word despair, but for the lack of a better word, I'm going to use it. You may fall into despair for the time being. However, at the end of the day, with the Tower, the whole thing is going to have a nurturing and cleansing effect on your life, either a love, or either a job, or either just a simple day-to-day endeavor that happens to be not as simple and as easy as you may thought it could be. And finally, we are finishing here for you, Libra, with the Three of Wands, and it is catalyzed with the Five of Wands. So we do have active supporters in that particular case, and they speak for the very fast development right after the circumstances are not exactly as you may thought they were. And this is a strive to, even with the different circumstances than your anticipation, to make the results to match with your expectations. And you have no problem doing it. However, at the end of the week is going to be very dynamic, in a very, very fast pace than what probably you are used to. It could involve as well a lot of negotiations, and definitely is going to involve a lot of turnarounds into your situations, which turnarounds are going to stabilize or supplement, so to speak, the aspects of your life that you may thought are falling down into ruin. Like wherever you felt that the ground is not solid, that you don't have any patterns there, those patterns are going to emerge at the end of the week. And therefore, wherever you may thought that things are going down south, you will see that that's not entirely the case. In fact, the stability is going to speak for itself. And there is only one question that is going to sit in front of you, Libra, and that is how you can expand on it. And the answer is through challenges. You have to challenge yourself to go for more, to go for bigger love, to go for bigger job, to go for bigger position, to go for a bigger salary. So with that being said, Libra, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, August 9th up until August 15th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we may see each other next time. Until then, bye.